Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Despite all the drama that occurred after The Bachelor Season 29, I think Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa are in love, and I hope they get married. Grant and Juliana met on night 1 of The Bachelor Season 29, and while she wasn't a front-runner, the villain, or the most dramatic cast member, she eventually won Grant's heart. He proposed at the final rose ceremony after breaking up with Licia Gare. Since getting engaged, Grant and Juliana have been embroiled in drama. Licia has made her negative feelings about Grant known, and Juliana has lashed out, taking some of Licia's comments personally. However, I think Juliana's reactions make sense, given how strongly she loves Grant. Plus, Grant has remained by her side through it all, which bodes well for their relationship. ABC's The Bachelor has a notoriously low success rate, with very few couples making it to the altar. Typically, this would indicate that Grant and Juliana will probably break up in the future. However, the lovebirds are still together weeks after their season finished airing, which may seem silly or insignificant, but is a success in Bachelor Nation. Peter Weber broke up with fiancée Hannah Ann Sluss a few months after getting engaged. He then got back together with runner-up Madison Pruitt, only to break up with her 2 days after the final Rose special. Ari Luyendyk Jr. also broke up with his fiancée, Becca Kufrin, a few months after he proposed and pursued runner-up Lauren Burnham. The two are currently married. Ben Flajnik broke up with Courtney Robertson while The Bachelor Season 16 was airing, and while they later got back together, the relationship eventually ended for good. Grant and Juliana are still in a relationship is an achievement and could indicate they're in it for the long haul. Plus, Grant is standing by Juliana throughout all the drama and any negative TikTok comments that have come her way. Loyalty is an important quality in a romantic partner, and I think Grant has proved his loyalty to Juliana. Juliana has caught a lot of flack since The Bachelor Season 29 ended. She was upset with how Licia handled the breakup and how Licia mentioned Juliana's name as a dig towards Grant. Licia also used the After the Final Rose special to express her relief that she's not in a toxic relationship with Grant. Because of these moments, Juliana answered yes to Nick Viall when he asked if she thought Licia was a mean girl on the Viall Files podcast. Juliana believed Licia was purposely being malicious towards Grant and wanted to stand up for her fiancé. On the one hand, Juliana probably shouldn't be dissing a woman who got her heart broken on national television, but on the other hand, Juliana's loyalty towards Grant is admirable and proves they have a strong relationship. I think Grant and Juliana have a good chance of getting married because they share important values and love each other. Both of them value family and creating a close bond with their future children, and they fit in with each other's families. Licia wants to get married and have kids quickly, but Grant and Juliana are willing to take the relationship at a slower pace. Whether The Bachelor's Grant and Juliana get married, only time will tell. I think they have a good shot at making it. The Bachelor Season 29's Juliana Pasquarosa may have found herself to be the winner of Grant Ellis' heart, but it's possible after bringing him to live in Boston with her, she's contemplating a whole new move for the pair after a shocking career update. Juliana, who joined The Bachelor Season 29 in the hopes she'd be able to find a lasting love, met Grant on opening night and fell for him quickly. The pair has been somewhat controversial after the season's end, as Juliana has been upfront about her feelings on other Bachelor contestants, especially those who try becoming influencers. In a surprising Instagram story, a seemingly solo Juliana shared that she's considering making a big move after spending some time in beautiful South Florida, sharing that the sunset on the water is reason 5,683,628,394. I'm moving to Florida. Juliana didn't mince her words about her potential new home. While Juliana and Grant just moved into a Boston home together, it's possible that she could be considering some next steps for the couple as they begin taking influencer opportunities all over the country. With hopes of living somewhere beautiful with Grant, Juliana seems to be interested in putting down roots. Although Juliana and Grant have been presenting as a united front since the Bachelor Season 29 finale, their time together has been limited in the weeks since. While Juliana has been in Florida, it seemed like Grant may not be around as he hasn't been part of her content during the trip. Though Juliana and Grant haven't updated Relocation on their relationship in a negative light, it's possible the couple have been taking a break from one another after spending so much time together. The Bachelor Season 29 finale had tensions high, and Juliana's post-season behavior hasn't been great. While Juliana has been in Florida, it's been clear she's been thinking about her future, and that likely includes Grant. Though they haven't updated Bachelor Nation about their relationship in a positive or negative way, many have been curious if the way Juliana's handling the aftermath of the show has been a turn-off for Grant. While he supported her online, it's possible Grant was struggling to make the pieces fit into his relationship with Juliana after the show. While her trip to Florida may be a getaway at face value, it also may be a sign there are struggles ahead. As Grant and Juliana move closer to a non-televised part of their lives, the couple are likely going to be doing more things apart, even though they're living together. Grant, who recently moved to Boston to be closer to Juliana and her family, may not have been involved in her Florida vacation for standard reasons, but Bachelor Nation has already started speculating that there's trouble afoot. While things may be fine, Grant and Juliana being separated so early on in their relationship seems strange for a Bachelor couple, though it may simply be a coincidence that Juliana was traveling alone. Although the Bachelor Season 29 was successful for Grant Ellis, and after originally feeling like he was deceptive to everyone including Juliana Pasquarosa, I've changed my mind and think he was being true to himself with his decision at the end of the season. Throughout the Bachelor Season 29, it was clear that Grant was struggling to figure out what he wanted out of the experience. While Grant wasn't certain about what he was going to do or who he was going to choose until the end of the road, Juliana knew what she was looking for the whole time. Juliana, who was born and raised in Massachusetts, was hopeful about Grant from the beginning of The Bachelor. While Juliana wasn't entirely certain when she met the ex-professional basketballer turned day trader, Grant's time getting to know her on The Bachelor made it clear that he was who she was looking for. Throughout the season, Juliana's social media presence made her tough to root for, but it was clear that her time on screen was different from what Bachelor Nation saw off-screen. Grant had a tough time coming to a conclusion, but I think he stayed true to his gut. Throughout The Bachelor Season 29, Grant's behavior was called into question multiple times. While Grant was a great guy throughout The Bachelorette Season 21, where he dated Jen Tran until the week before hometown dates, it became clear that he was having a difficult time when it came to his own season. Though he didn't stop being a great guy by any means, Grant struggled to keep himself afloat with all the rejection he had to deliver to the women of his season. As a people-pleaser by nature, Grant struggled to see any of the women hurt by his actions. Grant was a people-pleaser throughout the season, which was never more clear than when he was facing a rose ceremony. As Grant moved through his season, he developed connections with some women while struggling to connect with others. Grant was able to move through the first episodes fairly seamlessly, but he quickly became cognizant of the women he was letting go of, feeling more pain as the season went on. By the time he got to the end of the season, Grant people-pleased Licia Gare all the way to the finale, not wanting to hurt her feelings with rejection. Although Grant became one of the more difficult parts of The Bachelor season 29 toward the end, it felt clear that he was going to choose Licia over Juliana to Bachelor Nation for weeks ahead of the finale. Grant and Licia's connection seemed to be completely solidified as he got closer and closer to having to make his big decision, and it appeared that Licia also felt confident in her relationship with the Bachelor star. Instead of Grant choosing her and propsing at the end, however, Licia was left shocked and heartbroken when he ended things swiftly and chose Juliana. As the final episode of The Bachelor season 29 came to a close, Licia was gearing up to give Grant a piece of her mind about what had transpired between them during the finale. During the live finale aftershow, Licia questioned Grant's decision about letting her go because of the way he'd spoken to her as recently as the night before the finale, sharing that Grant had led her to believe that she was going to be his final choice. Licia made it clear that she was shocked by his choice and found herself questioning Grant's character in the aftermath. As The Bachelor season 29 came to a close, Grant chose Juliana, proposed, and the two have begun their descent into happily ever after. Unfortunately, Grant and Licia's shocking end and Grant's surprise with Juliana shook Bachelor Nation to its core, which meant it took some time for viewers of the show to process what they'd just seen. As Grant and Juliana have been moving forward, Bachelor viewers have had a hard time wrapping their mind around the fact that the couple are happily engaged and making moves toward marriage. Although I think Grant made the right decision with Juliana now, I do wonder if the couple will ultimately make it down the aisle. I think Grant and Juliana are on two somewhat different timelines. As Grant started The Bachelor certain that he was ready to jump headfirst into a major commitment. Now, I'm not so sure that he's prepared for marriage in the way he thought he was. On the other hand, Juliana was likely less certain about marriage, but now that she's engaged, I think she's ready. With the pair on two different pages, anything is possible. Bachelor Nation fans got to know Joey Graziadei on season 28 of The Bachelor, where he fell in love and got engaged to fiancée Kelsey Anderson. After his time on the show, he competed on season 33 of Dancing with the Stars and made history as the first Bachelor ever to win the Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy. For the past few weeks, he's been performing with his fellow DVTS dancers while on tour. And this week, he took to Instagram to share that his DVTS journey has now officially come to an end. Reflecting on his experience, he said, "Today marks the end of my DVTS journey. There are so many parts of this experience that have been unbelievable for me, and it's going to be hard to close this chapter." Joey then shared his gratitude for a few folks, including his dance partner Jenna Johnson and the DVTS crew. He said, "First, I have to thank my amazing partner at Jenna Johnson. None of this would have been possible without you. Thank you for making this experience one of a kind and creating such an amazing environment for me day in and day out. Second, thank you to everyone that has been a part of @Dotster Official. This group of pros and celebrities are truly special people. My favorite part of this has been the little moments and being able to share the stage with all of you every night. This was truly a special group of people, and I can't wait to see how each of you continue to shine in the future." The former Bachelor also shared his appreciation for Kelsey and his loved ones for their support throughout this journey. "Third, I have to thank Kelsey Anderson, my family and friends," he expressed. "My support system through all of this was so crucial, and I know I couldn't do it without the love and support I felt every day." Joey ended his post with one last note of gratitude, saying, "Last but most certainly not least, thank you to all of the fans. The support that we felt all season was unbelievable, and it was so amazing to be able to tour around the US and feel the energy and love face to face. I mean it when I say this was the experience of a lifetime. What an amazing journey. We are so proud of Joey, and we've loved seeing him shine on stage. We can't wait to see what other incredible things he does next." Kelsey Anderson is addressing rumors that she's expecting twins with fiancé Joey Graziadei. The former contestant of The Bachelor, who took home the final rose when Graziadei proposed to her during the season 28 finale of the show, uploaded a TikTok video on Wednesday, April 16, poking fun at a post on Facebook that falsely stated she was pregnant with twins. "Guys, I just found out some beautiful news. I was not expecting it at all, but I've got to share it with you guys," she began, before showing a screenshot of a Facebook post announcing she's having twins. "I'm pregnant. I found out this morning on Facebook. Double the good news. I apparently announced that I'm pregnant with twins, not just one. A boy and a girl," she said sarcastically. "I didn't even know, and now I know the gender and that I'm having twins. Guys, I'm literally just like blown away." Anderson continued to go along with the joke, pretending to reveal the names of her little ones. "So Joey and I talked, and we're going to name the boy Back, and the girl Eller," she joked. "It's so beautiful. Just quite literally amazing and literally a miracle." The video concluded with her declining a glass of wine from someone who was off camera. The person asked her, "Why?" To which Anderson responded, "I've got twins." Anderson captioned her hilarious reaction video by writing, "Does this mean I can't drink on my birthday? #blessed, #miracle." In November 2024, Anderson gave a candid update on her relationship in an Instagram Stories post. "Haven't been on social media much the past couple days due to personal reasons, but hoping everyone used their privilege to vote today or mailed in their votes," wrote Anderson over a selfie of herself holding a glass of wine. "And now we all cross our fingers and wait, and maybe have a glass of wine, or the whole bottle," her message continued. Fans seemingly believed she was commenting on Graziadei, who was competing on season 33 of Dancing with the Stars at the time, as she followed up the post with a close-up photo of herself appearing to snap her fingers. "Don't want y'all to get the wrong idea, Joey and I are good," wrote Anderson over the second photo. This gossip is over. If you like the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.